called back in July to take care of unfinished business from the regular session. Mayors and cities across Texas are getting involved after they expressed concern about the impact of several bills on the local level. And one of them is the mayor of Sugar Land, Joe Zimmerman, who's joining us now in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, Sarah.
So lots of issues on the table right now this week. You're going to be meeting with Governor Greg Abbott. What are you hoping to accomplish with that meeting?
We're hoping to give him a different perspective than apparently what he has right now. The citizens of Sugar Land elected our city council to represent them, as did the residents of all the cities around Texas and all the counties. And the state now is trying to pull that authority or that responsibility back at the state level. It's important to maintain that at the local level with the local elected officials.
And, you know, it's an interesting time, the balance of power between state legislatures and local government. Give me an example of one of these issues where you feel that maybe the state is not necessarily on the same page as some of the municipalities.
Well, let's use one of them as a hands-free ordinance that was passed by the city of Sugar Land. And we did that after an extensive one-year research by our police department. We conducted 2 workshops. We did an online town hall. 3 items were on the agenda. 62% of the people wanted a hands-free ordinance. Now, under the state law that they're getting ready to pass, that would pull that back and it would only become a texting ordinance. And our police department has said that's really not enforceable. So you've got the city of Sugar Land residents have said this is what we want by a 62% majority. And the state's not saying, well, we think we know better.
You've spent a lot of time in Austin, going back and forth between Austin and Sugar Land. For a regular resident in Sugar Land, why is it so important to them that you go and testify at the Capitol?
It's important for them to have a voice at the state level. I really believe our residents want us. They elected us to represent them, and they want us to represent them. And that's different than what you see now going on at the state.
And do you think that these meetings, in particular the meeting with Governor Greg Abbott, will produce any progress in terms of getting some control back to the local level?
That's certainly my expectation. I would hope that he'd be receptive. He's meeting with different mayors at different times, and we're all going to deliver the same message that local control is important, and that's what our citizens elected us to do. And the state needs to focus on those responsibilities that are what the state was elected to do.
All right, Joe Zimmerman, the mayor of Sugar Land, thank you so much for joining us here, sir. Let us know what happens in Austin.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, Eric, over to you.